Hello, welcome to Secret Space, and this is gonna be my experience video of 1 year meditation. My spirituality started from the book Autobiography of a Yogi. From there, I signed up to SRF classes, lessons that were mailed once every 2 weeks. From there, you just keep studying those lessons and practicing the exercises that are there. I must say that that was a little bit over 1 year ago, maybe 1 year and 3 months ago. When I started, but removing all the days that in the beginning I used to skip until I started feeling the real progress, it's gonna be around 1 year of meditations. I've been writing down all the progress and all the things that I started feeling following one type of meditation. I just thought that this is very important to share, to encourage people that meditation, it is that powerful that in just 1 year you can feel all the things that I wrote in this little notebook. I hope you enjoy the video and hit the like button and let me know in the comments if you would like any other type of video. Over this 1 year, I have tried many types of meditations, all in. I have tried Tratak, I have tried sound healing, meditation with sound. I have tried just the normal one that are going inwards, the ones that go on expansion-wise, visualizations. And the one that I liked the most and that I felt the most progress, the fastest wise, and the one that gave me the most results, the one that I feel that my whole spiritual transformation came from this technique. It's sitting cross legs, spine straight, and when you close your eyes, you have to gaze here in your third eye point. If you're a beginner, you may feel in the first minute, after 1-2 minutes, dizzy, heavy. You may even get, if you start doing this every day, maybe headaches, and you know, this heaviness of feeling throughout the day, because this area is very stagnant. Nothing moves in there unless you do headstands and you move and you are like put your body upside down. But I was not, so I was experiencing a lot of heaviness and everything. But that heaviness actually can help you to go even deeper into trance and stay for a longer time in meditation. When we do that, all the muscle from our eye muscle is going here, and we're tensing this whole area just by maintaining the gaze upwards. When we tense this area, we're finally sending some activity there. There's some electricity happening, there's some movement, and that movement is what stimulates the pineal gland and the area in the brain that usually it's barely stimulated at all. Not just this meditation sitting, it's the fact that you are stimulating all this while this point inside your brain that gave me this amazing progress that I call awakening of the senses. These are the things that I've experienced throughout my progress. I do believe 100% that it's thanks to stimulating this area. All of this was happening throughout the year as a progression. It didn't happen all at once. Okay, but I did write them down in some order. That first happened this, then this, then this. First of all, I started feeling the third eye pressure point. Obviously, you're gonna feel a pressure, but I just didn't know what to expect. Nobody was telling me what to expect. So when I started feeling a pressure here throughout the day, when I'm not doing any meditation, it was there like, okay, oh wow, it is there. My awareness for longer time, not just in meditation, that there is something in here that is getting activated. Next thing I felt was a head buzz, constant buzzing. It started as a very quiet sound there, like something like that inside the head, but then over time sometimes would get really loud, sometimes it would change the note, sometimes it would be in one side of the ear and other times on the other side of the head sounding. Now, after all this time, it's 24/7 inside of my head, but I learned to turn it down, the volume. And usually when I'm overstimulated or when I go deep into some kind of meditation, I also I started hearing different chakras from there, but it starts from the head buzz, okay? This is just further progress, but I started with head buzz and it was there constantly. It was a little bit weird in the beginning, but also the good side of this is that you are doing some activity in your daytime and then suddenly you hear this head buzz and you realize that there is something more to whatever you are doing. So it brings you this feeling of stop for a while and be more aware of the present. So that's a good one. Next thing I felt was headaches. I went through a period of a very strong headaches. I don't remember how long was that period, but it was quite long. Headaches from one side of the head, another side of the head, one place. Headaches like punching headaches sometimes. Other headaches are like more like there. You will go through it because you're overstimulating this zone for the first time in your life. So get ready for that. Oh yes, seeing things, flashing of light. Yeah. So another next level of what things I started to feel was suddenly, let's say I'm talking with somebody or I'm doing something and suddenly I see a huge flash of light like this, and I would stop and I would check what happened, and it was not there. It is as if it came from my brain, but I saw it with my eyes as if it is happening in the outside. It is now for sure inside. It wasn't from my brain. It was not happening in the outside, but I was seeing it with my physical eye. They were usually white color and very bright, like light on and light off. That to now evolved into me being able suddenly to see auras and energetical colors suddenly out of nowhere. Like I see, let's say, a blue color of the throat chakra in my pet when I'm connecting with my pet, or when I'm talking with somebody, suddenly I see like a whole green nebula around. And you know, it's from the astral because now I can differentiate, but I feel that's the progress from those flashes to now. It's been over half a year from that moment. Next step, hearing things. Well, yeah, I still up till this day, I'm not sure if there was one point of my time, of the time that I started hearing things. Still, I don't know if those things were real or not, or were they from my head. But yeah, you are in the spiritual zone area, progress, you are meditating, you are getting more connected to God, so there is no point of fearing anything. And just any time that I would hear something or that I would see something, I would put myself into belief that it's something high vibrational. It is with us, it's my guardian angel, or it's God helping somehow, giving some signs. Put yourself into a very high vibration and you will manifest. In the end, it's everything our own focus. We create our own realities. What do you choose to believe in? That's what it's gonna be. So yes, I was hearing things and I totally believed that it's from the higher realms helping me there with my progress. Okay, next thing that I felt was nature wake up. I call it nature wake up because I started getting a deep connection with the elements of the nature of Gaia. I'm already a water element, whoever follows me knows that. I always used to connect with water, but now I started connecting, talking to it. I started taking my showers to a whole another level. Not only that, I started having a huge, much more connection with the earth element, the food that we take in, how do I eat, the appreciation, the gratitude, and also I rediscovered a whole another element of fire that it was lacking in my life. It's still a blessing that I experienced. Through that rediscovery of fire, I connected to a whole another level with the sun, and I understood why the sun is like a portal, why it was so much prayed in many civilizations. It is very powerful. Fire is a very important part of my life now. Every time before meditation, I need to connect to fire to balance out my over water elements. I also got connected to the air element For me, air, or the realization of air element is that it's not an element, it's a direction in this physical realm that we're living. It's also super important. You start seeing different qualities, unique qualities from each nature element, and you start understanding it much better. And that's from understanding the basic of each element, you are able to understand a little bit farther the reality that starts surrounding you, the seasons of the year, the nature in itself outside your eyes, within your body as well, the different type of people you can see in them. They have, this person has more this element and less of this one, and you know how to interact, and you understand a little bit why they are the way they are and why things are the way things are. It's this whole perfect work of nature, and I went through that nature awakening, and that was very beautiful. Since then, my life quality grew, like spiritual quality and satisfaction grew to a whole another level, and I feel like I'm living every day involved in magic, and that's so beautiful in this journey. And I mean, mind you, this is the things that started bit by bit, and everything from stimulating this point. Next thing that I was feeling is obviously a deeper progress in my meditations. Started feeling my astral body not as a physical anymore. Like I was able to make a difference from my physical and my astral body, my energetical body. In those meditations, I would feel my energetical body expanding. Like I would feel it first moving, tingling all around me, and then that tingling becomes like a more like a wave like movement that it will then start expanding and expanding. Like it is so beautiful to get to the realization that we are not physical through your own experience, not through reading it somewhere or through, yeah, I know that we are not the physical. Knowing is one thing, experiencing is completely different thing. And this type of meditation allowed me to experience that and grasp the vastness of this universe, of what we are. Oh, another thing that I started feeling, and this one is a very beautiful one, is that whenever I was talking with anybody or doing anything, I would suddenly feel an area here of my heart chakra spinning. I would be feeling in my body elements from the astral body, which is like a heart chakra, spinning, and I would feel it, the speed of the spinning and the direction. I would feel it. Some part of the energy goes spinning to the right, another part to the left. Like it's like a concentration of energy going to all the sides. And sometimes it would slow down, sometimes it would faster, but I would feel the spinning, and that's actually the only chakra that I was able to feel the spinning. But it happened at one moment, and it happened repeated times, and I wrote it down because it's such a unique experience, at least for me, when it happened. Oh yeah, next part. So basically, as you can see, this is a progress bit by bit, how I started realizing through my own experience, my own astral body and this energetical realm world, that it's always there and we are living in there, even though we are mostly not aware of it. So the next point that I started feeling, it was a huge tingling in the palms of my hands, to the point that it would even feel like burning. I do charge my food before I consume with my intention of love, gratitude, and healing food. I charge the food, and when I charge the food, I feel the energy passing there. And next step, it's not just feeling, I see it. Starting to see the auras of the people. Let's say I'm in the airport or somewhere where it's like very busy, and I would see different person has a different type of an egg-like shape around them and different types of colors. And it's so interesting to see that how they're moving, their personality, and how this is shaped around them, and in which color, and how it moves as well, because each one, depending on the concentration, if it's like very in a speed, it's gonna be like this. The speed says a lot, the concentration says a lot of this shape. Another thing, progress, is I started having lucid dreamings, but that's not in an order already. That was like, it started way much before. I experienced an OBEs, out-of-body experience, and it's still something that I want to delve deeper, because I feel this has a huge potential for me to get closer to the truth, and I just have to come back to work on it, because for me it doesn't happen automatically. I had to work for it and practice. Bigger connection with everything. I started feeling very emotional. Sometimes I would cry out of something very beautiful, or I feel everything as my own. Not too much, maybe. I think I could feel it even much more. I still feel that I'm shutting down myself, controlling this a little bit, not letting completely out of control. Also, you are more aware of God in everything you do. Every morning I wake up thanking God, and every night I'm going to sleep thanking God. Like, my first thought is on God. And I had to practice to be able to reach that point, but life becomes so beautiful when it happens this way. So this extra awareness makes your life much more fulfilled and valuable to your own self. And you are more also balanced within. I am more aligned within myself. I am trusting more my own unique traits, embracing them much more, and trusting also the outside, the universe, whatever comes my way, and the timing. That's also very important. I'm kind of a little impatient person, so trusting the divine timing, it's a very important progress for me as well. There is no stress anymore. There's no point of stressing out until, of course, I do stress out, but in the things which are like, okay, what to do in my life? Where are we heading now? What kind of life do I want to have? I have no idea. I want to study this, I want to work this or that or this or that. That would stress me a lot, and not anymore. It just doesn't matter for me. I feel so much protection and embraced by the God spirit that there is no point of stressing out about these things that we before think of them as very big. They're not big anymore for me. But the small things still irritate me, so I'm still human and I'm still working on that. Now, a little bit of advice for you to start doing this exercise if you want to head on straight into this marvelous world of spirituality and a beautiful life out of there. I advise you to do your meditations on an empty stomach. Always. At least 2 hours after food to sit down and go into the meditation. It's a fact. Unless you become a little bit more advanced, you will not feel a difference, but there is a huge difference when you are full stomach. You cannot concentrate that much and you cannot meditate. It just doesn't go farther one point. Another advice is for beginning stages, if you are a beginner into this meditation, you can better do that once you wake up early in the morning or right before sleeping, because your body is already into this relaxation and your mind is drifting away a little bit easier. So do it on those times. After a while, once you learn to enter into the trance, you don't need to be doing it only in the mornings or in the nights. It can be anytime, as long as you find a peaceful space, nobody bothering, and there's no much sound interfering. Throughout the day, life is very much awakened. You know, people are going to the jobs, you will do things, work, studies, kids playing around, cars passing by. All of these are small little sounds that still pass the house and you will hear those. So it is still better to meditate when none of the sounds affect you. Next point that I also advise is take a closer look at your diet. What are you eating? You are what you eat, and not your physical body. Your energetical body is also what you eat. And that will translate also in the type of meditations. If you want to have deeper meditations, do a fruit fast before, so you can see the potential of a clean diet and the depth of the meditation that you can reach. Just do it for yourself and try it out. After that, I would suggest to drop all the alcohol, smoking, unnecessary, all the sugar, all the processed food, fast food. Just start cutting down slow by slow. Or if you're more a person of like black and white, just say no one day and don't come back to it. There is no point. Your meditations will improve way much more. And I hope to see you back into this video in 1 year or maybe in 6 months, telling me if you are starting to feel some progress as well. I hope you like this video. Please share any of your experiences. If you have any questions, I would be happily answering them in the comments, and hit like and subscribe for more videos like this.